Hey guys, it's Lucas, and no, although I will not ask you to solve this crazy math equation, I will ask you one simple question. What do magnets, plastic, and money all come together to form? Well, the answer is simple. They come together to form the amazing rectangle that we call the credit card. But before I get ahead of myself, let's go into the history. Charge cards, as they were originally called, have been around since the 1920s, when service stations, department stores, and hotel chains across the US began offering them to customers who didn't want to make the long trek back home to get some cash. But it wasn't until the post-war boom of the 1950s that credit cards really caught on. In 1950, the Diners Club issued the first credit card, made of cardboard, for use in 27 restaurants in New York City. A year later, 20,000 Americans carried it in their wallet. Today, there are over 176.8 million credit card holders and even more credit cards, showing how big credit cards really have become. But you may be asking, Lucas, where's the science behind it? This is a physics project, right? Well, if you're that eager to know, I'll tell you. Although not completely visible to the naked eye, all credit cards contain 3 smaller magnetic strips through which information needed to make transactions is held. Smaller magnetic particles are orientated in a specific way within these strips so that the data can be translated to those credit card receivers and scanners. Information can include anything from your name to your social security number, all the way down to the credit card number itself. Interestingly enough, although magnets seem to give credit cards their ultimate power, they also are their kryptonite. But if you're having a hard time understanding why, just think back to a few seconds ago. You may recall from weeks of physics past learning about the topic of magnetic domain, and although it seems like just a small topic, it has large implications when it comes to the world of credit cards. Because of the fact that those singular magnetic particles are orientated in such a way to give off a specific message, if they are changed or skewed in any other direction, the overall message given off by those particles are skewed, therefore making the message and the credit card invalid when used. What causes this? Other magnets. And where are these other magnets? Well, the answers are quite surprising. Magnets can be found in everything from cell phones to computers and even in your everyday TV. But you may think to yourself, the strength of a magnet must have something to do with the erasing of credit cards effect. But no, it actually comes down to one singular and simple fact. Time. More specifically, time of exposure. Because we all know that time is money. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with a small kitchen trinket or a large industrial grade high powered electromagnet. If that credit card is exposed to the magnetic force long enough, it will fade into what it was before. A useless, thin piece of plastic. However, we must give credit where credit is due, and acknowledge the fact that credit cards have had a huge impact on our society. Innovations in camera technology have enabled us to take clearer and more crisp pictures than we have ever done before, and thus allow us to see things that we probably wouldn't have beforehand. Extensive research has been done in the realm of communication, allowing us to video chat face-to-face with relatives all the way across the world, again making the world even smaller than it seemed before. Last but not least, credit cards have increased the amount of access that we have to money, and whether that is a bad or a good thing is purely up to debate. However, no one can deny the fact that credit cards have had a lasting impact on our world, and will continue to for the coming years. That is, if magnets have nothing to say about it.